Dear shareholders, good afternoon and a very to you all to the 55th Annual General Meeting of Hindustan Zinc Limited, being held through video conferencing or other audio-visual facility. As a reminder, for the smooth conduct of the meeting, the members will be in silent mode and audio and video will be opened when they will speak at the AGM as per the pre-registration process. Please note that, as per the requirements, the proceedings of the Annual General Meeting will be recorded and available on the website of the company. The e-voting lines will be open throughout the conduct of the meeting, link of which is displayed at the top right of the screen. I now hand over the proceedings to Mr. Rajendra Pandwal, Company Secretary of Hindustan Zinc Limited.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to the 55th Annual General Meeting of your company being held today through video conferencing or other audio-visual facility as prescribed by MCA/SEBI on NSDL platform. For today's meeting, we have Mrs. Kiran Agarwal, Chairperson of the company, Mr. Anjani Kumar Agarwal, and Mr. Akhilesh Joshi, Independent Directors, and Mr. Arun Mishra, CEO and Whole-Time Director of the company, and Mr. Vinaya Jain, Senior VP and Head Finance. We also have representatives of statutory auditors, secretarial auditors, and Mr. Manoj Maheshwari, scrutinizer, to oversee the virtual e-voting process. Required quorum for the meeting is present. Now I request Chairman to call the meeting to order and deliver her speech.
Over to you, Chairman. Please proceed.
As confirmed, required quorum for the meeting is present, so we can commence the proceedings of 55th AGM.
Request Chairman to deliver her speech.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I warmly welcome you all to the 55th Annual General Meeting of your company. While I do miss the warmth of interacting with you face to face, I am still grateful to be able to connect with you through this virtual platform, as it is extremely important that all of us continue to follow health and safety protocols. Before we begin, I request you all to observe a 1-minute silence to pay homage to those who have left for heavenly abode during these unprecedented times.
Thank you. I now request Chairman to proceed with her speech.
It has indeed been a challenging time for the entire humanity, but in these trying times, we also saw so many gestures by people from across different walks of life that warmed our hearts. Caring is the guiding principle that is at the heart of your company's business and values. In the fight against COVID-19, Hindustan Zinc stepped up to go beyond the call of duty and worked day and night to ensure support and care for not just employees, but their families and partners and communities. The teams at each of the units came forward with compassion to support multiple initiatives during both the first and second wave of pandemic. Your company organized a mega vaccination camp as a preventive measure against COVID that has covered almost 100% employees, employees' families, and business partners, including contract workforce. I am proud to share that we will continue with the drive for a safer community. Hindustan Zinc ensured continuous supply of medical grade oxygen to hospitals treating COVID patients in the state, while also building a state-of-the-art, fully equipped 100-bed COVID care field hospital at Dariba. Your company has touched the lives of 700,000 people during COVID times and proactively taken many measures by reaching out to the most vulnerable sections with distribution of food rations and ready meals, bringing healthcare at the community doorstep, ensuring online education and skill development support through sustained social initiatives under Sakhi, Samadhan and other social projects. The efforts by your company for the human response to the pandemic were widely acknowledged and recognized. During the year, the company had contributed to PM CARES Fund to fight COVID-19 and has spent rupees 214 crores, including other CSR programs as well. One of your company's flagship CSR initiative, the Nand Ghar project, has been actively working towards providing the best nutrition, healthcare, education and skilling for children and women in rural India to help them grow and become self-sufficient. At group level, the target is to add another 2,500 Nandghars to the existing ones. I am proud to show you a video on how Nandghar is modernizing Anganwadis and giving bright prospects for rural children and rural women to help them fulfill their dreams of a better tomorrow.
2 5s are 10, 2 छंगे 12, 2 सत्ते 14, 2 8s are 16, 2 9 18, 2 10s are 20.
कलेक्टर बनेगी मेरी पोती, देख लेना।
आंगनवाड़ियों को आधुनिक बनाकर, ई लर्निंग और बाला डिजाइन से पढ़ाकर एक हो रही है बच्चे बच्चे के भविष्य की कहानी। नंदघर बाय वेदांता, देश की जरूरतों के लिए।
सुनो,
तुम्हें क्या लगता है? लड़का होगा
या लड़की?
क्या फर्क पड़ता है? लड़का हो या लड़की, बस स्वस्थ हो।
आंगनवाड़ियों को आधुनिक बनाकर, बेहतर स्वास्थ्य सुविधाएं पहुंचाकर एक हो रही है हर माँ बच्चे की सेहत की कहानी। नंदघर बाय वेदांता, देश की जरूरतों के लिए।
मैंने डिसाइड कर लिया है, अपना बिजनेस शुरू करूंगी।
अच्छा।
इनफैक्ट नाम भी सोच लिया है, कमला किराना स्टोर। अच्छा है ना?
बढ़िया है।
आंगनवाड़ियों को आधुनिक बनाकर, स्किल ट्रेनिंग दिलाकर एक हो रही है हर महिला के आत्मसम्मान की कहानी। नंदघर बाय वेदांता, देश की जरूरतों के लिए।
Over to you, Chairman.
Thank you. I would like to take this opportunity to pay gratitude to all the company stakeholders for their extraordinary efforts to keep the company on the growth track with persistent focus on people's safety, operational excellence and cost of efficiencies even during the tough times. The company, led by vision to become the largest zinc, lead and silver company in the world, has performed well on all the operational, financial and non-financial aspects despite the operational shutdown, restrictions and disruptions faced during the pandemic. Hindustan Zinc has already completed all major projects to build a capacity of 1.2 MTPA of mined metal to be further augmented, increase in ore production to be targeted 20 MTPA will now drive the next phase of expansion. Also, Hindustan Zinc's silver journey to achieve 1,000 tons production is being driven by higher production from existing and new silver-rich deposits by enhancing process recovery. This will pave the way for your company to become one of the top 3 silver producers in the world. At the same time, to accelerate the mine development rate, improve productivity and optimize cost, the company is investing in various operational methods, technology, digitalization and innovation. Your company has a strong focus on automation and digitalization to ensure increase in production, efficiency, safety of the people and cost optimization. Hindustan Zinc augmented the digital touch points in mines and automated additional systems and processes during the year. As part of the process digitalization, your company has made investments that is pivotal to support operations, whether through remote UG equipment, malless weight bridges, logistics, control tower or other automations in the smelting process. Your company, for the welfare of farmers, is also in talks with government to come up with Rajasthan's first DAP fertilizer plant. Hindustan Zinc continues to remain firmly focused on safety and sustainability of its people, operations and surroundings. As part of the environmental safety and governance, your company is continuously working towards reducing carbon footprint and lowering the impact of business on environmental through rigorous efforts. Driven by sustainability vision of zero harm, zero discharge, zero waste, your company is focusing on expanding the efforts towards creating positive changes by setting sustainability goals 2025. As part of the sustainability goals 2025, we aim at 0.5 million tons of CO2 equivalent GHG emission savings in operations from base year 2017 as part of the company's climate risk mitigation efforts. Become 5 times water positive company, ensure 3 times increase in gainful utilization of smelting process waste. Positively impact 1 million lives through social, economic and environmental initiatives. Make company inclusive and diverse workplace with 30% diversity. Ensure zero work related fatalities and bring 100% responsible sourcing in the supply chain by 2025. Your company has also pioneered the introduction of battery electric vehicles in underground mining. This will drastically be reducing carbon emissions, enabling the mine operations to become more environment friendly. Inclusion of your company in carbon disclosure projects. A rating as one of the only 2 companies in the metal and mining sector across the globe is testament of its commitment towards creating sustainable future. Hindustan Zinc has also been ranked first in the Asia Pacific region in the metals and mining sector for the 3rd consecutive year by Dow Jones Sustainability Index. It is my privilege to present that amidst an extremely demanding environment, your company has proved its strength despite all turbulence by keeping on course to deliver responsible, sustainable, and value-led growth to the stakeholders through unwavering focus and unprecedented outcomes. Many thanks for the trust and support you have placed in us. We are committed to carrying out our business with utmost integrity, trust, respect, and care. Before I close my message, I'd like to share few lines by me that resonates with the current situation and gives me hope during these trying times. The thought behind these lines are: find an opportunity in every crisis, think big, solve the underlying problems, put preparations in place, learn from mistakes, and create a crisis plan in advance. बाहर कितनी चुप्पी है पर दिल में है कितनी हलचल। बाहर कितनी चुप्पी है पर दिल में है कितनी हलचल। गुजर रहे हैं बेपरवाह दिन पर कुछ सोच भी है हर पल। हमको ये लम्हे मिले हैं, खुद को और समझने दो, अपनों के करीब होने दो, जीवन पहला सा जीने दो। फिर करें वो बातें पूरी जो न हो पाई थी कल। बाहर कितनी चुप्पी है और दिल में है कितनी हलचल। कुछ तो कारण है इन सब का, कुछ तो कारण है इन सब का, क्यों हो रहा है सब। कुछ तो होगी मंशा उसकी, शायद सबका होगा मंगल। समय गुजरता गुजर जाएगा, खत्म हो जाएगा दंगल। फिर आएंगी वही बहारें, चहक उठेगा सूना हर पल। सोई हुई इस सुस्त जिंदगी को मिल जाएगा पहला सा बल। आओ हम चले मिलजुल कर, आओ हम चले मिलजुल कर, अब तो जरा जाए संभल। बाहर कितनी चुप्पी है पर दिल में है कितनी हलचल। थैंक यू एंड प्लीज स्टे हेल्दी एंड सेफ।
Thank you, madam. Now I request Mr. Arun Mishra ji, CEO and whole-time director of the company, to deliver his speech.
Thank you, Pandwal ji. I take great pleasure in welcoming you all to the 55th Annual General Meeting of Hindustan Zinc Limited. Your company's integrated annual report for the year 31st March 2021, along with the board report and audited annual accounts, have already been circulated to you, and I seek your permission to take it as read. This is the second AGM held virtually, and I miss meeting you all in person. Past 1 year has been an eventful one, not only for your company, but for the whole world. However, it has clearly established the increasing importance of technology in human lives, not only from traditional perspective of advancement and efficiencies, but also to deal with something as unprecedented and unimaginable like COVID-19. Just when we all thought we have seen the worst last year, second wave of COVID hit the country this year and challenged every combating measure that was put in place to address the first one. Despite this, I am proud to say that India stood tall and united in the fight against this invisible evil, and we witnessed solidarity and noble acts of kindness which lifted our spirits in these difficult times. The crisis challenged us as a business to strike a fine balance between lives and livelihoods as we negotiated our way through turbulence triggered by COVID-19. As leadership team of your company, safety of our people and operations has always been our focal point. Your company has taken all necessary steps to ensure that our employees, business partner workforce and their families are well protected from the infection. Towards this end, your company is running a mega vaccination campaign under which 100% of the eligible employees are already vaccinated with first dose, and your company has committed to administer second dose for all eligible ones. New policies have also been introduced to support family members of employees in case of any loss of life due to COVID. This includes paying last drawn fixed salary until notional date of retirement, education assistance for 2 children till graduation, and enhanced insurance coverage. In addition, your company has also supported business partner employees by providing medical and life insurance policy and an ex gratia amount for their family members in case of any loss of life due to COVID. The possibility of a third wave also calls for preparedness. Here, the company's first line of defense is prevention through mega vaccination drive. Your company is also prepared on ground with necessary medical infrastructure, including 100-bed COVID field hospital at our Dariba location with built-in oxygen supply, ventilators and ICU beds. In addition, enhanced medical and life insurance cover is also taken to ensure and reduce the share of burden on our people. After recording 24 months of fatality-free operations until May 2021, I regret to inform you that we lost two of our colleagues in an unfortunate accident at our mine on 28 June of 2021. I would like to offer my deepest condolences to the bereaved family and friends of the deceased. One life lost is one too many. We commit to stand by their families in this hour of distress. Nothing is more important to your company than safety of its people, and as your leadership team, we reiterate our commitment and vision to ensure all employees go home safely. Amidst such an unprecedented environment, I am pleased to inform that zinc and lead market remains fundamentally strong with favorable demand drivers. Zinc prices reached their 3-year high and hovered upwards of $3,000 per ton. Relatively low global inventory and robust demand is likely to keep metal premiums also up. Overarching theme of infrastructure development in the country will be a driving force for zinc demand for galvanizing, which is further likely to be supported by construction and automobiles related demand. Over the medium term, we also expect rising demand from transport and highway sector, which use galvanized steel crash barriers and galvanized steel bridges. On the lead side, prices hovered around $2,100 per ton. We are witnessing recovery in local demand, and auto battery replacement will be one of the key drivers in short term. From medium term perspective, interesting innovations on the applications will be a key driving force. Silver also continued to garner investor interest. Going forward, silver demand and prices are expected to benefit from its precious metal credentials, global low interest rate environment, and increasingly from silver consuming green energy applications. Overall, our continued foresightedness on market demand, recovery scenario, pricing environment, and adaptive approach to selling that is striking a delicate balance between domestic and international sales continues to help us tread the path successfully in these uncertain times. I am sure you would appreciate that your company has always believed to be on the forefront of technological advancement and has made timely investment in digitalization and automation to stay ahead of the curve. It has enabled us all to various fronts and helped us overcome challenges posed by the calamity. Just to give you an example, we have set up control rooms both in Agucha and SK mines, which are then connected to Central Collaboration Center at Udaipur headquarters to ensure that senior management can review all operations remotely based on real-time data. We can also initiate improvement in project based on data analytics and share information online across mines for better collaboration. This and many other technology interventions has not only ensured continuity of business operations in these uncertain times, but also enabled us to deliver stellar performance in a tough fiscal year. In FY 2021, we had a record ore production of 15.45 million tons despite the operation shutdowns related to COVID-19. Our metal production was up 7% to 930,000 tons. We also recorded highest ever silver production of 706 tons in FY 21. And all this was delivered while keeping our annual cost of production at the lowest levels since our transition to underground mining operation. More importantly, we exited at the run rate of 1.2 million tons per annum, which makes us well positioned to deliver growth with confidence going forward as well. I am also happy to share that the volumes delivered by your company are well supported by concerted and unwavering efforts on reserve and resources front. I am happy to share that at current run rate of production, your company's reserves life is extended and is closer to almost 10 years from 8 years earlier, while maintaining total mine life basis reserve and resources at 25 years. This is in line with your company's long-term vision to maintain long life of mine. On the project front, Integration of shafts at Rampuragucha and SK mine were completed and currently they are in fully operation. In addition, projects to improve mill recovery such as increased use of advanced process controllers for purpose of grinding are small but significant steps towards our vision to create mines of future and which will be empowered by technology. Touching on financial performance, your company has delivered EBITDA of rupees 11,739 crores and has returned cash to shareholders through dividend of rupees 9,000 crores or rupees 21.30 per share, implying a dividend yield of 9.4% based on average closing share price during the fiscal year. The EBITDA margin was a robust 52%. Free cash flow after capex stood at rupees 9,502 crores and return on capital employed was 41%. We contributed rupees 15,008 crores to the government treasury through royalties, taxes and dividends. Our endeavor to improve business efficiencies will continue and we will look to reduce cost through enhanced use of technology, digitalization efforts, data-driven decision making and most importantly, investment in people capabilities. I now take this opportunity to bring your company, its leaders, its operations, its CSR and ESG initiatives, its people practices alive and closer to you via technology. I hereby want to present to you all our digital first, mobile first integrated annual report for fiscal year 2020-2021.
The impact of the pandemic has been an unprecedented one. Many people have lost their lives and their livelihoods, and my heart goes out to each one of them.
Strength in these difficult times lies in redesigning work systems and processes with agility, focusing on innovation as well as continuous evolution and adaptation to new ways of working around it.
Sir, you may continue with your address.
Thank you. This was our effort to bring your company closer to you via one-of-a-kind digital immersive experience. I urge each one of you to access the digital integrated annual report on our website. At Hindustan Zinc, we don't see ESG in isolation. It is an inherent part of our culture and DNA. All actions and decisions at Hindustan Zinc are aligned for a future-ready organization which contributes positively to the health of the planet. That's the culture we promote in everything we do, from our day-to-day activities to running our operations. Continuing our progressive and proactive sustainability journey, where we also embarked on Sustainability Goals 2025 last year, I am proud to announce in this forum that Hindustan Zinc is committing itself to net zero by 2050. This will be achieved through firm renewable energy, carbon capture, utilization and storage, efforts on scope 3 reduction and circular economy. I am also elated to share that as a supporter group for Task Force on Climate-related Financial Disclosure, your company has taken a step forward to report both risk and opportunities on climate front. With this, your company has embarked on its journey of TCFD-related disclosures and published its first TCFD report. Taking this holistic and integrated approach ahead, your company, as a conscientious corporate, has stood by its ethos to nurture the communities through its sustained efforts on enhancing the local economy and improving the quality of life in the earmarked villages. During the year, your company spent rupees 214 crores on CSR programs, including the contribution of 101 crores to the PM CARES Fund to fight the pandemic. That's an increase of 62% from previous year. We directly touched lives of 7 lakh individuals across 3 states through our flagship social initiatives. Though our focused efforts last year on COVID, we impacted on series of interventions catering to life and livelihood across the country. As part of our unwavering commitment, CSR team of your company has been working on creating grassroots institutions for promoting livelihood and women empowerment. Your company is committed to nation building and believe in the grassroots revolution. Your company's agriculture program, Samadhan, is strengthening farm-based economy across 30,000 farm households. In addition, it has recently registered 5 farmer producer companies which shall cater to farmers across 5 districts of Rajasthan. Your company's women empowerment program has reached out to 27,000 women across its targeted regions, which have been registered as federations. We believe it shall give these women much broader canvas to expand in the entrepreneurial space. We currently have 11 production centers producing more than 70 products, which we believe will grow at a rapid speed with the formalization of federations as legal entities. Our efforts to continuously facilitate the holistic growth and development of our stakeholders have led us to sustain our educational interventions across to over 1.7 lakh students spread across our operational areas basis proven scientific approach. Your company believes in instilling these programs on strong foundation of governance, impact-based and deep-rooted community development approach. Nurturing the culture of innovation and out-of-the-box thinking, you will be proud to know that your company has achieved number of firsts in its journey of excellence by staying ahead of the curve. I would like to take this opportunity to mention a few. Your company appointed India's first woman underground mine manager. Your company also employed India's first women with first-class certificate both in restricted and unrestricted category of mining. Your company is the first ever producer in non-ferrous space to sell metal online. Your company has featured in CDP annual report for being amongst the first Indian companies to be rated A in climate change CDP 2020. Your company's Chanderia lead zinc smelter is the first in the world to reach current efficiency of 93% in cell houses and was bestowed with a gold medal in National Award for Manufacturing Competitiveness. Your company has signed an MOU with Epiroc and Normet for battery-operated electrical vehicles, which makes it one of the first mining company which will be using battery-operated electric vehicles in underground mining. I would also like to mention some of the key accomplishments of which your company has received recognition at respective forums. Your company has maintained its first position in Dow Jones Sustainability Index Asia Pacific region for the third consecutive year in the metal and mining sector category. Your company featured in the Sustainability Yearbook for the fourth consecutive year. Your company's zinc smelter at Dewari has received ICC Environmental Excellence Award. Your company's people practices were recognized in the form of People First HR Excellence Award and Great Place to Work Award. Your company's flagship CSR project Nandghar is identified as one of the best CSR initiatives in the country. Your company's leadership is part of Business Leaders Group COP26, which is actively engaged in shaping the agenda for the 26th meeting of countries that signed the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change to be held at Glasgow, UK in November this year. Your company was awarded CII Environmental Best Practice Award 2020 under the most innovative environmental project for the use of mine tailing waste in backfilling through paste fill technology. Your company is also bestowed with Grant Thornton Savera 2020 Award for its CSR initiatives. Your company is included in FTSE for Good Index Series for the fourth consecutive year. Before I close, I would like to express my gratitude to all our employees and shareholders for their continued trust and support. Although most parts of the country are out of the worst nightmares of second wave of COVID, sporadic cases of fresh infections are being reported. We have to remain resolute on our target of 100% vaccination and be ready with the medical infrastructure that we have created to fight wave 3 if it happens. Our trust on technology, our empathy towards people, our long association with our stakeholders, and faith in ethics and governance will see your company scale newer heights year after year. Thank you and stay safe.
Thank you, sir. Before we take up the agenda items for approval, I request Mr. Vinaya Jain, Senior VP and Head Finance, to take up the questions from the speaker shareholders who had registered with the company for the 55th Annual General Meeting.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. We now invite queries on the annual accounts of the company for the fiscal year 2020-21. We have following shareholders who have registered to ask questions. I would now like to invite them one by one. The first shareholder is Ms. Malti Jain. I would like to invite Ms. Malti to ask a question, please.
Dear sir,
Yes, Ms. Malti.
Thank you for taking my question first. मैंने
We could hear you, ma'am. Please proceed, ma'am.
बोलिए मैम.
मैंने आपकी कंपनी में इन्वेस्ट किया है.
Ma'am,
Hello,
please
sir.
carry on. We can hear you.
मैंने आपकी कंपनी में इन्वेस्ट किया है क्योंकि आपकी कंपनी का रिटर्न बहुत अच्छा है. आपकी कंपनी ने पिछले साल भी रिजल्ट दिए हैं, तो मैं जानना चाहती हूँ कि इस साल का डिविडेंड का क्या प्लान है आपकी कंपनी का.
Thank you, Malti ji. Thank you for the appreciation for the results. आप जानते हैं कि कंपनी का अच्छा ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड है डिविडेंड पे करने का. We've had a very good track record. We also paid a dividend of 21.3 rupees last year in October 2020. And going forward, we will continue the same policy with the board decision, and we will adhere to a dividend policy. So, thank you, ma'am.
मेरा सेकंड क्वेश्चन ये है कि आपके एनुअल जो रिपोर्ट में उसमें मेंशन किया है कि आपकी जो CSR एक्टिविटी की वजह से 7 लाख जनता को फायदा हुआ है. तो मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ कि CSR की जो ग्राउंड लेवल एक्टिविटीज क्या रही, स्पेशली कोविड के टाइम, और उससे अपनी कोविड के टाइम जो एक्टिविटीज की वजह से को क्या फायदा हुआ, ये मैं जानना चाहूँगी आपको.
सो इफ आई मे आंसर मालती जी, कोविड के समय में सबसे पहले तो हमारा काम था कि एक प्रचार चलाना, लोगों में की जागरूकता पैदा करना. सेकंड, उस समय में पिछला साल जब ये कोविड का चालू हुआ इन्फेक्शन, तो सबसे पहले जरूरत था मास्क की, क्योंकि मास्क की सप्लाई कम हो गई थी, सैनिटाइजर की सप्लाई कम हो गई थी, और हेल्थ वर्कर्स के लिए पीपीई किट का कमी थी. तो हमने हमारे सारे सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप को इकट्ठा किया, और उनमें से क्योंकि लेडीज को हमने लगाया काम में कि सिलने के लिए, चाहे मास्क हो चाहे पीपीई किट हो, उसको सिल के लाखों ने हमने डिस्ट्रीब्यूट किया लोगों में. और इसके एवज में उन सबको जो है एक फिक्स्ड इनकम का हमने अरेंजमेंट किया. ये जो आपदा था, उस आपदा में भी लोगों का हाथ में कुछ पैसा आए, ये मेरा पहला मुहिम था. और उस पैसा जो उनको मिलेगा, उसका बदले में ऐसे प्रोडक्ट बनाए जो कि कोविड को लड़ाई में हमको सहायता करे. इसके अलावा हमने उस समय में जो हमारे शिक्षा का प्रोग्राम था, उसमें टैबलेट्स और लैपटॉप्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करके उसको जारी रखा, ताकि वो रिमोटली कनेक्टेड होकर के प्रोग्राम कर पाए. हमारा जो सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप है वो अपना, क्योंकि कोविड के समय में मिल नहीं पाएंगे फिजिकली, तो हमने टैबलेट्स दिया और उसमें सॉफ्टवेयर लोड करके दिया, तो कि जो सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप का काम वो चल पाए. ये सारे चेंजेस हमने काफी जल्दी से कराए. और इसके अलावा भी इस साल में हमने सस्टेनेबल लाइवलीहुड का काम काफी अच्छा किया. एंड काफी आपने पढ़े होंगे, सारे न्यूज़पेपर्स में आया था, जो कि हमारे आसपास के इलाका में हमने स्ट्रॉबेरी फार्मिंग चालू कराया, ब्रोकोली फार्मिंग चालू कराया. ऐसे सब्जियां पैदा कराई जिससे कि अच्छे होटलों में वो जा सके और उसके एवज में उनको अच्छे आमदनी हो. इसके अलावा हमने हेल्थ और वाटर फ्रंट में काफी पिछला साल, इसलिए हमें 2.41 टाइम्स वाटर पॉजिटिव का हमको सर्टिफिकेट मिला, क्योंकि हमने जो रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग है उसमें काफी अच्छे काम किए. इसके अलावा जो नंद घर में इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, उसके पीछे हमने लगे रहे, क्योंकि हमारा एक था कोई भी बच्चा जो है भूखा ना जाए गांव में. इस समय में हमने ग्रेन कलेक्शन किया घर घर से, और महिलाएं उस ग्रेन को इकट्ठा करके जो परिवार के पास खाना नहीं पहुंच रहा था उनके लिए खाना का इंतजाम किया. जो परियायी श्रमिक जो है दूसरे स्टेट से लौट के आ रहे थे, उनके लिए खाने पीने का इंतजाम हमने किया. इसके अलावा जो स्किल ट्रेनिंग है उसको हमने बंद नहीं किया, उसको जारी रखा. इस समय में स्पोर्ट्स का जो ट्रेनिंग होता है वो क्योंकि फिजिकली हो नहीं पाया, तो हमने ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग का भी इंतजाम किया. तो मोटा मोटी तौर पर CSR का प्रोग्राम कहा कि ज्यादातर कोविड के तरफ गया, लेकिन जरूर बाकी जो प्रोग्राम था हमारा वो ग्राउंड लेवल में जारी रख पाए हमने.
थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू
Malti ji. Now I invite Mr. Sunil Vashist to please ask his question.
Good afternoon, sir. My heartfelt compliments for extraordinary team efforts and success, which resulted in extraordinary agility and resilience and achieving number of firsts, as you have mentioned. I have two small questions, quick questions. First one is, company had first and second wave of COVID handled very well. What about the preparation to overcome the COVID third wave? Will it impact our operation and profit? I have another question.
Yeah.
Yes,
Please.
Yes, please.
Yes, second one is my second question is short question. EBITDA margin during the year has gone very well up from 48 to 58%, but net profit marginally has decreased from 37 to 35. What are the reason for the same? I just wanted to know.
थैंक यू सुनील जी. सो लेट मी एड्रेस द फर्स्ट वन. जो हमने फर्स्ट वेव में कोविड का समय में हमारा एक तो था लर्निंग फेज, हमने उससे सीख लिया कि क्या क्या करना चाहिए, और जो भी उस समय का नॉलेज अवेलेबल था उस हिसाब से हम लोगों ने जरूर प्रयास किया फर्स्ट वेव का मुकाबला करने का, और हमें टाइम मिला कुछ तैयारी करने का, जिसके फलस्वरूप हमको मिला जो सेकेंड वेव आया था उसमें हमने और अच्छा से मुकाबला कर पाया. केवल वही नहीं, हमने काफ़ी सारे इंश्योरेंस स्कीम कराया सो दैट लोगों को कष्ट नहीं हो हॉस्पिटल में ट्रीटमेंट कराने के लिए. अगर अनफॉर्चुनेट किसी का डेथ हो जाता है तो उस केस में हमने उसका मुआवजा देने का भी हमने अरेंजमेंट किया. हमारे सारे एम्प्लॉय के लिए हमने जरूर उसमें जो स्कीम लाए सो दैट कि उनका जो है लास्ट ड्रॉन सैलरी मिलते रहे, या उनका ट्रीटमेंट जारी रहे, उनका बच्चों का पढ़ाई जारी रहे अगर किसी का डेथ हो जाता है तो. इसके अलावा जो हमने इस समय में किया, एक 100 बेड का हॉस्पिटल दरीवा में एस्टेब्लिश कराया गया, जिसके अंदर में करीब 10 आईसीयू बेड है, 10 वेंटिलेटर बेड है, और उसमें ऑनलाइन ऑक्सीजन 100% 24/7 अवेलेबल है, और सारे फैसिलिटी जस्ट लाइक ए मॉडर्न हॉस्पिटल उसमें बिल्ट इन है. और दरीवा में जो हमारा डीएवी स्कूल है उसमें गवर्नमेंट का सहायता से और 350 बेड बनाया गया, जिसके अंदर में भी सारे फैसिलिटी मौजूद है. ये दोनों मिला करके हम 450 बेड का स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल, कोविड स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल लेके रेडी है. अगर थर्ड वेव आता है तो उसको हम लोग मुकाबला कर पाएंगे. इसके अलावा 100% वैक्सीनेशन सारे एम्प्लॉई, बिजनेस पार्टनर एम्प्लॉई और उनके फैमिलीज, ये सब के अगर वैक्सीनेशन हम का जो रखे हैं, ऑलमोस्ट सारे एम्प्लॉयज का 100% वैक्सीनेशन हो चुका है फर्स्ट डोज का. अभी सेकेंड डोज जैसे जैसे लोग एलिजिबल होते जाएंगे हम कराते जाएंगे. वैक्सीनेशन और कंटिन्यूड सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग, मास्किंग, ये सभी जरूरी है हमारे इस थर्ड वेव का मुकाबला करने के लिए, एंड वी आर फुल्ली रेडी. On the EBITDA margin front, I would request Binay if you can answer.
Yes. So, Mr. Sunil, EBITDA margin has gone up versus previous year, and net margin has slightly come down. So, regarding the EBITDA margin, your company posted better volumes, reduction in costs, as well as we benefited from higher LME prices. So, your EBITDA margins of the company went up from 48% to 52%. The net margin was slightly lower because our effective tax rate was higher versus the previous period. But also, I just want to add that on cash flow basis, we are paying the MAT tax rate, which is due to the utilization of a MAT credit. Thank you. Any further questions, Mr. Sunil?
Thank you, Mr. Mishra, and thank you, Mr. Vinay, for an eloquent and very satisfying reply. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sunil. Now, next we have Mr. Aspi Besania. I invite you to please ask your question.
Chairman, sir, directors and shareholders. My name is Aspi Besania from Bombay. So, first quarter-on-quarter quantity sold has reduced by 13 to 18% for lead, silver, and others. Any reason for that?
Oh, you are meaning this quarter of this?
Yeah, first quarter.
Correct. No, typically our business plan, as we plan, the mines have to recoup for the infrastructure development. So first quarter every year, if you look at the results wise, final quarter we maximize our operations, take the maximum benefit of the weather and the good times of the winter. Underground mines perform at their best. First quarter we develop the mine again, the infrastructure for going deeper into the mine, opening up new fronts, and then we prepare ourselves for again quarter 3 and quarter 4. So I don't see any big deviation in that. It is just part of the way we do our business planning for the year. We stay committed on our guidance, as I have stated after the first board meeting of the first quarter. We are still committed to the same guidance.
So how much percentage of our raw material requirement comes from our own mines? What are you doing to reach 100% capacity?
Our 100% of the raw materials for making zinc, lead and silver are from our own mines only. We don't buy any concentrate.
Okay. Good.
Integrated mine.
So there is some zinc production in Vedanta also. Why don't you transfer that to our company?
So we have Zinc International, which is in South Africa, which is also part of our international operations. Although I cannot comment on that, but I can surely say Hindustan Zinc, अपने पास जो cash reserve है, Hindustan Zinc will always look at to grow both organically and inorganically, and is also studying various proposals across the globe of acquiring new facilities. So we are always looking at what more can be added so that we really become global #1 zinc company.
Yeah, but you can acquire from Vedanta itself first of all, rather than acquiring from outsiders.
So I welcome your suggestion, and it's a fantastic suggestion. It is also not out of consideration as of moment. It is in consideration, so we are looking at all opportunities.
Okay, then there was news that our company is going to Bangladesh. What are your plans for Bangladesh?
So no, if you look at zinc market-wise, Southeast Asia and the very high GDP growth of Bangladesh is an attraction for selling zinc. If you look at Bangladesh, is a full of rivers and lot of sea water flooding happens. So I guess there will be a lot of demand for galvanized structures as well as galvanized cars in that country. And as their GDP is growing, per capita income is growing, so sale of zinc will be much more than what it used to be earlier. So we are looking at it as a new destination. If we have to export to any country, why not export to our neighbors and make use of their growing economy?
So our company is mining silver. This silver offered to shareholders at a discount. At least we will be assured of quality.
Our silver we produce as an industry grade, and we are not making the final product of silver in jewelry form, or we are not tied up to any agencies who make jewelries. So we sell B2B or all the silver, and they are all sold at the LBMA prices. That is ruling on that day.
So you can sell coins also for shareholders. You can think of it.
There is on the drawing board, which is on the downstream part of silver, which includes silver coin, silver powder. There are other products of silver like silver paste, which is used in your photovoltaic cell manufacturing, and it's a very, very good earning. I take your point, and as a value-added product, it is we are on the drawing board if we can make silver coins or silver paste as a product.
So thanks for 21.30 rupees dividend, interim dividend, when EPS was only 18.89. So dividend should be less than EPS to ensure cash is available for expansion. This is just a suggestion.
Absolutely correct. I think there are ways to look at business, whether we make use of the reserve more for expansion and acquisition rather than paying dividend. I'm sure last year we paid dividend. This year we should be looking at more expansion and acquisition, if that is what you would like us to do.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So government stake is 29%. Why our company is not buying back government stake? So that equity will reduce and EPS will shoot up. 2 to 3 years you can skip our dividend. I don't mind that.
Our government is a very important stakeholder of ours, and for any transaction to happen, there has to be a buyer and a seller. So intention of the seller is equally important, and I am sure as we read various intentions of current government who believe in more in governance and less in business, they would like to come out of various PSUs by disinvestment. I am sure at the right time government would like to disinvest the shares that they hold, and as in Hindustan Zinc committed to development of the country, we are committed and we will make best use of that opportunity.
So rather than anybody else buying it, our company only can buy those shares, rather than Vedanta or any third party buying those shares. You think about it.
Absolutely, we will buy, but the point is we still don't know what will be the modalities of that disinvestment.
Okay.
Whenever it happens and however it happens, we will be the first one to participate.
I don't want Vedanta to buy. The company should buy. So next year when physical AGM starts, please continue with video conferencing so that we can participate. I am a shareholder since so many years, but I've never attended your AGM.
I think Vesania ji, that is going to be the order of the day. Even if physical AGM starts, there will be video link available for larger population to participate, because this is what everybody is enjoying, where anybody and everybody, millions of people can join a call now all over the world. So we should continue, and your suggestion is very, very welcome.
Sir, rupees 100 crore was given to PM CARES Fund. I would prefer our employees doing CSR. who will do a much better job than the government, where there is no accountability. So please henceforth do not give anything to PM Cares Fund. Let our employees do it.
I appreciate your concern, and I do also say that in the fight against COVID, we as a good citizen of the country must lend our hand to the entire country fighting it together. Do take your point, and thank you very much, Vasanya ji. There are other.
Sir, one more last question. How do you see zinc, silver, and lead prices for next 2 years?
Overall projections are that the global demand will grow by around 4 to 4.5%. And if you look at Indian demand, if we don't have an attack of wave 3 and the vaccination goes well, I can see a demand increase by 6 to 7% in India, following the cue from the global demand increase. And prices should stabilize around whatever is the current level, plus and minus $100 per ton on zinc. And the silver will continue to remain as long as the financial other forms of investments or interest-bearing investments across the globes are not being very lucrative. People's reliance on precious metal will continue, and silver will play its role there. Thank you, Vasanya ji. Thank you very much.
Sir, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you,
Mr. Aspi. I now request Mr. Abhishek Somani to ask his question, please.
Yeah, I thank management for giving me the opportunity to ask the question. First, I would like to appreciate Hindustan Zinc for delivering upright performance both in terms of production and profit despite the pandemic and this very challenging time. And also, I feel proud to be a shareholder of Hindustan Zinc who always pays back to their shareholder in terms of dividend year on year with extraordinary performance. I have two questions. First, on the CSR. That in the first page of CSR, you can say on the page of 247 in the annual report, it says CSR spent is 158 crore, but while CSR expense incurred on page number 160 shown as 214 crore. So why there is a difference?
So let me take that question. We've obviously been working on the CSR activities. Also, our requirement is 2%, which comes out to be 196 crores, and we actually spent 214 crores, which is 18 crores higher. So you will see 214 crores on you said page 160. So that is the 214 crores. On 247 page, where you see 158 crores, that is the part of that CSR expense. The other pieces of the CSR expense are in the other P&L line items. You can find the details in the notes to accounts. So these are the two deltas: 18 crores extra spend, 38 crores of other CSR spend, that you will find the details in the notes to accounts.
Okay, thank you. And my second question on the expansion project. So based on the company recent press release, company is spending capex on expansion mining projects to increase the production to level of 1.25 million tons per annum. But metal production is just to reach a million tons. So what your thoughts and plan for the same?
So we have just completed the project, and as you can appreciate that the shafts of Agucha and SK are all integrated. Balance part only Fumer project, which is we expect to be commissioned by November of this year. Overall, we exited last year in the last quarter at 1.2 million ton mining rate. At least MIC supply has been ensured. Now the question that this year focus is on the smelting portions and say how much we can convert of all the MIC that we produce into metal. And I'm sure we should be about 1 million ton and above as the guidance we have given already. Thank you, Abhishek ji.
Thank you, Mr. Abhishek. Now I invite Mr. Sanjay Jain to please ask his question.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Thank you for you. It is my pleasure to see you in virtual meeting. My first question: if company, sir, I understand that the company continued the local continue जो local hiring जो चल रहा है आपका जॉब के लिए, उसमें आपने 20-21 के लिए कितना % बढ़ाया है सर अभी?
सो हमारे फोकस ऑलवेज रहता है कि एक देखिए एग्जीक्यूटिव कैडर में हमने जियोग्राफिकल डाइवर्सिटी मेंटेन करते हैं, और जो हमारे फ्रंटल वर्कफोर्स है उसमें ज्यादातर लोग जो है वो लोकल हम लोग एम्प्लॉय करते हैं. एज ऑफ नाउ हमारे करीब 66% हायरिंग पिछले साल जो हुआ है वो लोकल पॉपुलेशन से हुआ है. And if you look at the people who are working, of the workforce, more than about 85% are already local.
सर मेरा दूसरा क्वेश्चन है कि जो आपने विंड पावर में जो 173 करोड़ का जो है उसमें 139 करोड़ है, इसका रीजन क्या है सर?
वो एक केवल हवा की गति जो है वो वेरिएशन होता रहता है, एंड डिटेल हम विनय जी को बोलेंगे, वो बता सकते हैं.
हाँ, तो बिल्कुल सही, हवा की गति की विंड प्रेशर की वजह से है. और लास्ट ईयर हमने मतलब FY21 में 351 मिलियन यूनिट्स करा था, उससे पहले 437 मिलियन यूनिट्स करा था. तो दिस वाज ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ द विंड प्रेशर डिफरेंसेस.
ओके सर, थैंक यू.
थैंक यू मिस्टर संजय. एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस?
No, sir.
I now request Mr. Bharat Raj to please ask his question.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Chairman. I am audible.
Yes, you are audible, Bharat ji.
Yes. First of all, I thank the Madam Chairman and the entire Board of Directors, healthy and safe. I thank the Madam Chairman for wonderful speech, and I am happy for giving a wonderful dividend, sir. Madam is Dildare. He has given wonderful dividend. I wish this will be continued in the coming years also, sir. Don't stop the dividend, sir, because dividend is the bread and butter for the shareholders. Maybe investments we can do, sir. But please consider as a dividend, sir. My request to the Madam Chairman is, you have given bonus in 2011, madam. Now it is time to come once again. We request a bonus, Chairman, liberal bonus, madam, because our company is growing and you also growing, madam. Please consider a bonus share, liberal bonus. I'm not saying 1:1. At least give 2:1. We'll be more happy. And regarding the expansion plans, sir, any your plans to go into the South African countries, Zambia and some other countries where the mining is good? And we just now one of the shareholders asked for Bangladesh. Why you want to go to Bangladesh, sir? In future maybe there will be terrorist problem or some other problems, because how we face that problems if you go into the Bangladesh also, how we face that? That is my request, sir. So my request to the chairman, madam, please arrange plant visit, chairman, madam. I want to see how the mining is smelting and how it is happen. Please give instruction, Mr. Rajendra, our company secretary, very good person. He is always accessible and he always give every information to us. Thank you, Mr. Rajendra, for arranging very good virtual. Once again, Mr. CEO and entire board of directors, all the best in coming years. We expect a very wonderful results in future also. Take care, sir. God bless you all.
Thank you, Bharat ji. And your sentiments are very much appreciated. और अपने जो you have spoken about dividend, you have spoken about bonus, and our chairman and the entire board has heard it, and I am sure it will be considered in the due course whenever the situation arises. As far as expansion is concerned, we are not expanding into Bangladesh at all. Bangladesh is a geography for selling our zinc. Typically, we sell zinc to various countries, whatever about say 20% of our product that we export. Now we are looking at exporting to neighborhood where we get a better market. We cannot manufacture zinc in Bangladesh simply because they don't have the ore and there is no mining potential in that country. You are absolutely correct, spot on your understanding that South Africa is the geography to go to. South Africa has a long history of mining and it is endowed with almost all the metals of precious nature. Apart from coal and iron ore, everything is there in South Africa. It is the country to go to. If Hindustan Zinc wants to become an international giant and a #1 company in the world, Hindustan Zinc has to set its foot in South Africa. We are studying various proposals, and whenever something is approved by the board, we can inform you, and you will be happy to learn that we are already pursuing our efforts as far as going to South Africa is concerned. I can assure you that I am on the job and will deliver on that. Thank you so much, Bharatji.
Thank you, Mr. Bharat. I now request Mr. Ashish Mathur to please ask his question.
Yeah, very good afternoon. Good afternoon to Chairman, XZL ma'am, CEO sir, XZL senior management team. Before I put my question, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the XZL management team that they have given me a chance to interact with Chairman ma'am and other leaders. I also congratulate XZL for the fantastic 2021 year, even in this tough time, COVID time, and company registered 22% increase in revenue as well as 17.27% increase in the PAT. Other than that, company has also done a lot of work in community like Sakhi program for the women empowerment, rural youth development through mining academy, and mobile health. And this is commendable effort, sir. So I thank you so much for all these. Now moving towards the questions. I have two questions. One on the smelter recovery for lead. If you see in year 2016 and 17, the lead recovery was reported 97.7%. However, there is a decline to 96.8%. When company is going for digitalization, then why the recovery percentage are reducing?
Okay. So smelting and lead recovery, you will appreciate, is lower due to increased share of lead metal from the pyro plant, because our pyro plant has a lesser recovery compared to the other plant. And if you produce, and we operated pyro in the only lead mode. Pyro we can run normally designed for zinc plus lead mode, the way the entire flow sheet is designed. But we converted it to only lead mode just to cater to more lead bearing concentrate coming from Jawar, Agucha and SK. And as we mine more and more from Jawar, our lead percentage in the total MIC is going to go up. Earlier it used to be somewhere around 20-21% concentrate used to be lead, which I see going up to 22%, and in the coming years may go up to 24%. So we have to operate more and more pyro in the only lead mode, and that has an impact on the overall metal recovery. And also it's to do with the grade. As we go deeper down into the mine, the overall grade is falling down. As the overall grade reduces, the lead concentrate percentage, lead in the lead concentrate also reduces, and we are seeing the combined impact of that. Otherwise, if you look at the lead recovery, we have done phenomenal work in the mills to increase the lead recovery from 87% to 89% now.
Thank you, sir. My second question is on helping employees and contract workforce of the company. What are the steps taken by the company to help them and their families during these trying times, sir?
Yeah, Ashish, thank you for the question. Our CEO talked about this in the speech, and let me highlight this here. So we've introduced various benefits for the employees during COVID. Just to kind of highlight some of the things, we are paying the last drawn salary till the notional date of retirement for employees. We are continuing with the Mediclaim coverage till the notional date of retirement also. And we are also covering the education for 2 children up to the date of graduation. We're not stopping there. We're not stopping at the employees. We are also covering the business partners. And we've launched a COVID Kavach insurance scheme for them, which gives them term life insurance and also hospitalization coverage at actual charges. And in addition, we are paying ex gratia amount to the family members of the deceased business partner. So these are the various steps that we've taken. And any other questions that you have?
No, that's fantastic, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ashish. I now request Mr. Bharat Dave to please ask his question.
Good afternoon to management. First of all, I would like to congratulate our management and especially exploration team for adding of reserve and resource by 45 million ton this year, totaling to 447.9 million ton with 32.9 million ton metal content, and extend our mine life for another 25 years, ensuring sustainable production. Sir, I have 2 questions. First question is on net worth of the company. At the end of March 2020, it was 40,310 crore, while it is 32,313 crore at the end of March 2021. What are the reasons for decrease in the net worth of the company when our business is doing so well?
Sure, let me take that. So this is because we had net distribution of dividend during FY21. So essentially, our PAT was approximately 8,000 crores. Our dividend payout during the year was about 16,000 crores. So on a net basis, there was a net payout of 8,000 crores, and so our net worth was accordingly reduced by 8,000 crores. So that is your difference between 40,000 crores and 32,000 crores. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. And another question also on other liabilities during this year, it has increased to 1694 crore to rupees 1947 crore. Please specify the reason for the same.
Yeah, let me answer that. So basically this is all related to volume. So if you compare year on year March volumes, we had 57 KT sales in March 2020 and we had 98 KT sales in March 21. So because of the increase in sales, our current assets, current liabilities, other current liabilities will all go up. And so if you see a balance sheet, you'll see an increase in receivables, you'll see an increase in payables, and you'll also see an increase in other current liabilities. So this is just purely related to volumes and nothing more than that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the answers.
Thank you, Mr. Bharat. I now invite Mr. Santosh Kumar Saraf to please ask his question.
आदरणीय अध्यक्षा, उपस्थित निवेशक सदस्यों और अधिकारीगण और मेरे शेयरहोल्डर भाइयों बहनों, मैं संतोष कुमार सराफ कलकत्ता से बोल रहा हूँ। सर्वप्रथम आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार सर। आशा करता हूँ आप जितने भी हमारे डायरेक्टर, अधिकारीगण और शेयरहोल्डर भाई बहनों जो वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस पे प्रेजेंट हैं, वह इस कोविड के टाइम में सुरक्षित अच्छे स्वास्थ्य में होंगे सर। और सर मैं अपनी संवेदना उन भाइयों को प्रकट करना चाहता हूं जो इस कोविड के अंदर में हमें छोड़ के चले गए या उनका परिवार का कोई छोड़ के चले गया, उनके लिए मैं संवेदना प्रकट करता हूं और भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूं भगवान उनको इस कठिन, उनकी आत्मा को शांति दे और इस कठिन समय में उनको परिवार को हिम्मत दे सर। और सर मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ आपको कि आपने बहुत अच्छा डिविडेंड दिया, इसके लिए भी मैं कंपनी के मैनेजमेंट को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ। कंपनी के मैनेजमेंट को इसके लिए भी धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं कि अपने कठिन परिश्रम के कारण अपने काफ़ी अवार्ड्स और रिकॉग्नाइजेशन रिसीव किए सर। ये हम दिखाता है कि हमारे कर्मचारी या हमारे जो अधिकारीगण हैं कितने सिंसियर है काम करने से, क्योंकि काम करने पर कुछ मिलता है, अदरवाइज कुछ नहीं मिलता सर। और सर मैं एक दो प्रश्न मेरे हैं छोटे से, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा सर। एक तो सर आपने अभी अपने स्पीच में बताया कि आपने फर्स्ट वुमेन एम्प्लॉई यहाँ अपॉइंटमेंट किया, फर्स्ट ऑफिसर यहाँ अपॉइंटमेंट किया, लेकिन सर टोटल परसेंटेज आपकी वुमेन एम्प्लॉय की सिर्फ 10% आपका है। इसमें तो इंक्रीज नहीं सर। एम्पावरमेंट आप कर रहे हैं, CSR में भी आपने कहा एम्पावरमेंट कर रहा हूँ मैं, लेकिन टोटल एम्प्लॉयमेंट नहीं बढ़ रही सर। सिर्फ 10% आप टोटल एम्प्लॉय किए सर। जबकि आप देखिए जितने भी अपने पदक आए हैं उसमें वुमेन ने ज़्यादा पदक लिए सर, जेंट्स ने कम पदक लिए। तो मैं चाहूँगा वुमेन को और ज़्यादा एम्पावरमेंट करें। और अभी तो गवर्नमेंट अलाउ भी करते हैं कि 24 आवर गवर्नमेंट काम कर सकती है, कहीं भी काम कर सकती है सर। एक सर मैं जानना चाहूँगा कि अपनी प्रेजेंट ऑर्डर बुक पोजीशन क्या है, अपनी ऑर्डर बुक क्या पोजीशन, इसके बारे में बताने का चाहिए सर। एक सर बड़ा दुख होता है देख के कि इतने अच्छे मैनेजमेंट की कंपनी में एक भी डिसेबल एम्प्लॉय नहीं है सर। इसका रीजन क्या, कम से कम एक डिसेबल एम्प्लॉय भी नहीं, इतने एम्प्लॉय में सर बड़ा तकलीफ होता है देख के सर। और सर मैं एक चीज़ और आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा कि मैंने लास्ट 7 साल की बैलेंस शीट देखी है सर आपकी, तो मैं देख रहा हूँ कि 2014-15 से CSR पूरा कभी आपने खर्चा नहीं किया। 2014-15 में 54 करोड़ रुपया, 2015-16 में 63 करोड़ रुपया, 2016-17 में 65 करोड़ रुपया, 17-18 में 97 करोड़ रुपया, 2018-19 में 73 करोड़ रुपया और 19 में 81 करोड़ रुपया। इस मिला के 385 करोड़ 32 लाख रुपया आपको खर्चा करना था, वो खर्चा नहीं किया सर। और अभी जो आपने रिपोर्ट दी है सर 135(6) के अंदर में और शेड्यूल 2 135(5) के अंदर में, उसके बारे में आपने कुछ नहीं वर्णन किया कि आपका अनस्पेंट अमाउंट है क्या। तो ये मैं जानना चाहूँ 385 करोड़ रुपया जो हम गरीबों पर और एम्पावरमेंट पर खर्चा होना था कहाँ गया, उसका आपने क्या किया, इसके बारे में बताने कष्ट करिएगा सर। एक सर आपने अच्छा बताया रेन वाटर हार्वेस्ट के बारे में, रिन्यूएबल वाटर के बारे में, और आपने वैक्सीन के बारे में बताया कि 100% एम्प्लॉय वैक्सीन का। तो मैं जाना सर एम्प्लॉय को आपने वैक्सीनेट किया सर, उनके परिवार को भी वैक्सीनेट किया गया, क्योंकि बहुत जो आदमी काम करते हैं तो घर पे ही जाते हैं, तो घर के अगर परिवार को हम वैक्सीनेट नहीं करेंगे तो जाके वो फैलाव कर सकता है। तो इसके लिए मैं जानना चाहूँगा सर, और जो परिवार को प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल में अगर दी है मेडिसिन तो उसके लिए आपने रीअसेंबल किया तो बताने का कष्ट करिएगा सर। एक छोटा सा और प्रश्न, 1 मिनट मेरे को टाइम दीजिएगा सर। हाँ सर, एक ये मेरे को पूछना है कि मैंने लेटर भेजा था आपको सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट को, शायद वो मिल गया होगा। अगर मिल गया तो उसमें भी मेरे कुछ प्रश्न अगर आप जवाब लिखित के रूप में या देना चाहे तो दे दीजिएगा सर। लास्ट में मेरी रिक्वेस्ट ये सर, मैं समझता ये वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस मीटिंग काफी फायदे कर है सर। डायरेक्टर अपने घर से अटेंड कर सकते हैं और शेयर होल्डर भी अपने घर से अटेंड कर सकते हैं। कोई बॉम्बे में अटेंड कर सकता है, जैसे अभी भरत लाल से हैदराबाद से अटेंड किया, बिसनिया साहब बॉम्बे से अटेंड किया और मैं कलकत्ता से अटेंड कर रहा हूँ। तो मेरी लास्ट में ये रिक्वेस्ट रहेगी सर कि आप अगर फिजिकल मीटिंग करते हैं तो मुझे कोई आपत्ति नहीं है, लेकिन 15 से 20 मिनट की मीटिंग एक वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस के रूप में स्पेशल जो आउटसाइडर पान एशिया शेयर आपके इंडिया में शेयर होल्डर उनके लिए भी अवश्य रखिए सर, जिससे उनको फायदा हो सर। क्योंकि अभी देखिए वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस मीटिंग सक्सेस है, आप एक्स्ट्रा 15-20 मिनट का एक सेशन अलग से रख सकते हैं सर। और सर मैं जानना चाहूंगा जो फिजिकल मीटिंग आप करते थे और आज वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस मीटिंग कर रहे हैं, इसमें अपने कितने पैसों की बचत हो रही है? ये मेरे 2-4 प्रश्न है, इनका जवाब जो उचित लगे उसका दीजिए, जो नहीं हो तो में लिखित में दे दीजिएगा सर। धन्यवाद।
संतोष जी, आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आपने जब हर बार की तरह इस बार भी बहुत बहुत अच्छे अच्छे सवाल रखे हैं, जिसको कि सही मामले में हम सबको ओपनली डिस्कस करना चाहिए। बहुत अच्छा सवाल है आपका। और मैं शुरू करता हूं वही से कि आपने पिछला साल सीएसआर का पॉइंट उठाया था। चलिए देर से ही, लेकिन इस बार हमने जो हमको सीएसआर खर्चा करना था उससे ज्यादा किया, और हम आपको ये प्रॉमिस कर सकते हैं ये ट्रेंड जारी रहेगा। अगर हमारे सामने अगर कोई प्रस्ताव आता है ये करना है तो हम उसमें खर्चा के लिए सोचेंगे नहीं, क्योंकि हम प्रॉफिट बनाते रहेंगे और खर्चा जरूर करते रहेंगे। रहा सवाल दूसरा वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग का, हमने पहले भी बोला है ये टेक्नोलॉजी कभी बंद नहीं होगा। सबको पता चला है ये टेक्नोलॉजी से लोग घर बैठ के, और स्पेशली लोग को क्यों दूर दूर यात्रा करके फिजिकल मीटिंग अटेंड करने चाहेंगे। लोग जहां हैं, चाहे वो तिरुचिरापल्ली हो चाहे वो न्यू दिल्ली हो, घर में बैठ के अटेंड कर सकते हैं। तो ये टेक्नोलॉजी रहेगा आने वाला समय में भी, चाहे कितना भी फिजिकल मीटिंग हो, साइड में वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग चलता रहेगा। और ये लाजमी है, हमें जरूर है। आइन अनुसार भी एक शायद गवर्नमेंट ने भी ये कर देगा कि सारे शेयर होल्डर को आपको मौका देना पड़ेगा पार्टिसिपेट करने के लिए। एम्प्लॉय वैक्सीनेशन, हमने केवल एम्प्लॉय नहीं, हमारे जो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर वर्कर है उनको भी, प्लस उनके फैमिली भी। बहुत सही आपका सोच है, क्योंकि जब तक फैमिली को वैक्सीनेट नहीं करेंगे तो घर जाएगा ही, तो कोई फायदा नहीं होगा वैक्सीनेशन का। तो केवल अपना एम्प्लॉय नहीं, हमारे कॉन्ट्रैक्टर वर्कर, उनका फैमिली मेंबर और उनके आसपास जो रहते हैं हमारे इम्पैक्टेड विलेजेस में, हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं जितने हो सके लोगों को वैक्सीनेट करें, सो दैट जिस इकोसिस्टम से हमारे लोग ड्यूटी आते हैं वहां पर संक्रमण फैल नहीं सके। रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग में हमने काम कर रहे हैं। हमारा करीब पिछला साल का जो ऑडिट हुआ था, वाटर ऑडिट, हमारा आया था 2.41 टाइम्स, लगभग 2.4 गुना हमने वाटर पॉजिटिव था। हमारा ध्येय है उसको बढ़ा करके 5 गुना करने का। बहुत अच्छा आपने सुझाव दिया कि हमारे जो डाइवर्सिटी है वो केवल नारी पुरुष का नहीं होना चाहिए, उसमें जो डिसेबल्ड आदमी है उसके लिए भी जगह बनना चाहिए। हमने अपने पॉलिसी में स्टेटमेंट में इस बार लिया कि डाइवर्सिटी, हर तरह का डाइवर्सिटी को हम लोग एनकरेज करेंगे। हमने ऑलरेडी हमारे जो एचआर डिपार्टमेंट है उसको बोले हैं कि सारे जगह में एम्यूनिटीज और फैसिलिटीज बनाइए, सो दैट जो अलग अलग टाइप का डिसेबल्ड है, चाहे वो ब्लाइंड हो चाहे वो और किसी तरह का स्पेशली चैलेंज्ड हो, उनके लिए क्या काम अलग से रखा जा सकता है और उस काम में उनको कैसे नियोग किया जा सकता है। हमें जरूर उम्मीद है कि 1 साल 2 साल के अंदर इसका रिजल्ट दिखेगा। एज फार एज हमारे ऑर्डर बुक पोजीशन, हमारे करीब 80% तो प्रोडक्ट हमारे कंट्री में ही बिक जाता है। ऑर्डर पोजीशन काफी हेल्दी है और किसी एंगल से हमको नहीं लगता है कि ऑर्डर में कहीं पर कमी है। रफली अबाउट 430,000 टन जिंक, करीब 600,000 टन जिंक जो बनता है उसमें से 450,000 टन जिंक हमारे लॉन्ग टर्म कस्टमर के साथ कनेक्टेड रहता है। बाकी हम लोग डे टू डे जो लोकल कस्टमर्स है उनको करते हैं। और लेड में तो ऑलमोस्ट लगभग जितना प्रोडक्शन करते हैं 200,000 टन में से लगभग 180,000 टन जो है वो लॉन्ग टर्म एमओयू में लॉक्ड अप रहता है। तो ऑर्डर बुक की कोई कमी नहीं है। डाइवर्सिटी जरूर हमारे जो ध्येय है 30% डाइवर्सिटी वो करना है। एक जरूर हम आपको बताएंगे कि माइनिंग में, ओपन कास्ट माइनिंग में 24 घंटा लड़कियों का काम करना अलाउ हुआ है, लेकिन हमारा अंडरग्राउंड माइन है। अंडरग्राउंड माइन में अभी तक रात 10 बजे के बाद अलाउड नहीं है। और लड़कियां जो है 2 या 3 की संख्या में एट ए टाइम जाना होगा उनको काम करने के लिए, अकेले में नहीं जा सकते हैं। इसके बावजूद भी हम जितने माइनिंग कॉलेज है, जो भी लड़कियां माइनिंग इंजीनियरिंग, इलेक्ट्रिकल, मैकेनिकल पढ़ रहे हैं, हम सबको आमंत्रण जना रहे हैं हिंदुस्तान जिंक ज्वाइन करने के लिए। हम उनके लिए फैसिलिटी बना रहे हैं। आपका सोचना सही है, हमको और कोशिश करना चाहिए कैसे डाइवर्सिटी का नंबर बढ़े। बाकी सारे आपके जो क्वेश्चंस है उसका आंसर लिखित रूप में पंडवाल जी को रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे, भेजेंगे। एंड धन्यवाद, हर बार की तरह आपने इस बार भी बड़ा क्रिएटिव
लास्ट वक्तव्य मेरा सर, मैं आशा करता हूँ, भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ, आप जितने हमारे डायरेक्टर, मैडम जो चेयरमैन है, आप जितने हमारे डायरेक्टर, जितने भी हमारे अधिकारी कर हैं, और जितने भी हमारे कर्मचारी और स्टेक होल्डर जो भी हमारी ग्रोथ के अंदर कनेक्टेड है, उनको, उनके परिवार की हैप्पीनेस, वेलनेस और सेफनेस और प्रोस्पेरिटी के लिए मैं कामना करता हूँ। भगवान फाइनेंशियल 2021 उनके लिए शुभ हो और उनको बना आगे बढ़ाए। जय हिंद, जय भारत, नमस्कार सर।
जय हिंद, धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Mr. Santosh. With this, we conclude our question and answer session. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to our CS or Investor Relations team. Their contact details are available on our company website. Thank you all for your time today. I now hand over the session to our Company Secretary, Mr. Panwal.
Thank you, sir. As per the AGM notice, there are 5 agenda items to be transacted in today's meeting. The icon for e-voting is available on the screen, which will redirect you on a separate window to the e-voting portal of NSDL. The e-voting facility will be closed along with the closure of the meeting. Mr. Manoj Maheshwari, practicing company secretary, has been appointed as the scrutinizer to oversee the whole e-voting process, who will submit the outcome report of the e-voting to the chairman or CEO or company secretary of the company, and the outcome will be displayed on the company's website, /NSDL portal and RTA site. Thank you very much for attending the today's AGM of your company.
Dear members, as advised by the scrutinizers, the time for e-voting has elapsed, and they are of the view that all members who are participating in the annual general meeting have been given adequate time and opportunity to vote at the AGM. And this concludes the proceedings of the AGM. Thank you all for participating in the AGM and e-voting.